Hello everyone and welcome to your walkthrough video for the fabulous and amazing Donut Touch. Now this is a brilliant book that we really enjoyed. As soon as we read the book, you can see Mikey here, the main character, clutching his donuts. You'll find out why he's so protective of his donuts and what he learns in the end. And this inspired a really cool activity pack that I am going to help take you through in this video. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to skip to any parts that you would like. So just fast forward, rewind, usual thing for any of our videos, but ones that you can use, your parents can use, or your book club leader can use to be able to look at some of the activities and see what you can get up to and have fun with. All right, but the most important thing is this amazing book, Donut Touch. We think you're going to really enjoy it. It's a fantastic interactive book that you can have lots and lots of fun with. And there we go. That's the book, Donut Touch. And now on to the activity book. Okay, so now we are on to the activity book. So the first thing that we always do, we write our name, and what we try and do is we're going to try and use things from the front cover or in the book to decorate our names. So I've used some of the colours that I used to decorate the donuts in the book, but also if you notice here, I've got an O in my name, and I've used actually a donut from the front cover there and use that there. So you think about the creative ways that you can write your own name, and don't just go for a plain straightforward name in one colour. Come on, let's style it a little bit more and give it a let's go read twist. So that's the first thing you need to do, is to write your name. Okay, so for the first activity in the book, the activity book, we have given you a selection of donuts and you need to decorate them. However, we would really like you to decorate them maybe in the styles of the donuts that you see in the book. And can you find the first one that goes missing, for example, and decorate it on there and maybe number it? Or can you find the second one and then have a bit of fun decorating those? But nice and straightforward, quite a straightforward, easy activity. I'm even going to add in little details though, like the footprint of the dinosaur, and maybe the culprit behind the missing donuts, as I'm sure you know from reading the book together in your book club. But I'm going to add in little details like that, and let's see how you get on. But if you want some ideas, then please skip ahead to the next part and you'll see my finished version that I will show you and share with you. All right, off we go. So what I thought I would do is I thought I'd share some of the ideas that I had here and how you can have these kinds of effects if you would like to try this, and then do this to other designs on the page if you'd like to. But I took quite a lot of inspiration from this page here. So you'll see actually the first donut that goes missing is this sort of chocolate looking one with sort of the orange icing. So I used two different colours, yellow and orange, to try and give me that sort of colour, and then the brown dots, and I try and make them, I've tried to make them, sort of different sizes. So some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, pressing quite hard. And then I thought I'd try and attempt the footprint here. So I got the basic shape that I did around the outside, did it in pencil first, and I went over in crayon. And then, if you notice that it's slightly faded where the sugar would be and things like that. So I tried as best I could, wherever my pink is, I did it in pink, just to have bits that are slightly more shaded than other bits. So then you have some gaps in between, just makes it look a little bit like the icing as a print, and it hasn't been quite a perfect print. You might want to try that. Done some of the brown splodges, all different sizes in between, as well as I decided to take inspiration from this donut here and then start to design it in a different way with some sprinkles on the top. So I thought these sprinkles would be scattered around the outside as well. So there are lots of different details that you may want to add onto this page. You might even want to be really adventurous and actually draw Mikey himself. down in the corner or something saying do not touch if you would like to, but there are plenty of different things that you can take from the book that you could decorate your donuts with, whether that's on the donuts or around the outside of the donuts, but have fun decorating those. And that is Donut Icing Extravaganza. Okay, so now we're on to a true or false, according to the picture that you see below. So you've got to look carefully here, a bit like Mikey's really observant of looking at his donuts and seeing if they're all there and if they're all decorated, how he, how he imagine them to be and things like that. So we're going to do the true or false. So if you don't want to do this right now, skip on to something else if you'd like to, or if you would like to work out the answers yourself, then check them against my answers, then of course pause the video. But if you want to find out the answers and do it with me, then of course keep watching. So this is true or false according to what we see below. So true or false, the middle donut has a striped pattern. So the middle donut, I can see there's 3 along the top there, just see the edge of one there, 3 along the middle, 3 along the bottom. I think that one looks like the middle donut. That's a striped pattern, doesn't it? I'm gonna say that's true. And there are 6 donuts in the picture. 3. Can you count in 3s maybe with me, or do in 2s? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9. So 3 3s are 9. So there are 6 donuts in the picture. False. There are more donuts with stripes than any other. So let's have a look at how many stripe patterns there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 striped ones out of 9. Could do a fraction, but we're not going to do that for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the ones that I can see where we've got the topping just on top rather than, so I don't think they are. I think that's false. There are more donuts with green icing than pink. Green icing there is one of them. How many pink are there? 1, 2, I would count that as pink. 3, even that, to be honest. I think definitely that one is true. So the first one's true, the next 2 down are false, and the last one is true as well. So, did you get them all right? Hopefully you got on quite well, but that's true or false. Nice and straightforward. Okay, so now we're on to our next activity, share, share, share. And this is a great one to discuss in your book club or to work with your adult at home on, when you've got to actually think of things now that you could possibly share with others in the thought bubbles and draw them in there. Because as we know from the story, Mikey actually learns in the end, he's got a happier face there, that it might be good to share. And we're going to think about all the things that you could think about sharing. You can draw them. So it's best for you just to discuss in your book club or with your adult at home all the things that you could share or think yourself. If you'd like to see some of the things that I thought of and drew, if you're working on your own, of course, do watch what I do and then go off on your own and see what you do. So for some ideas for some of the things that I thought I could share, and maybe you could share too, were things like chocolate. So I've got the choco and then a little smiley face down there. Chocolate's always good to share, and you'll always be popular doing that. Your friends as well, because actually it can be really hard sometimes that we have lots of games going on in the playground, and actually, it's hard sometimes to play with everybody that we want to. So sometimes you do have to share. Also, something quite important, sharing things like lifts to school. So if you've got some friends that live locally to you and then maybe mum or dad are happy with it, that you can share lifts to be able to look after the planet a little bit more. And also toys, of course, and books. So I've got Donut Touch there, a little trike there as well, but those are the sort of things I thought would be brilliant for you to share, but also good things that all people should share as well. So there you go, that will give you some ideas, and hopefully you can go off and do your own drawings now for the things that you could share. So now we're on to draw the dinosaur. So this is one that you can actually follow along, and I'll do it bit by bit, and you can watch what I do and then try and copy it if you would like to, and do it in stages. Remember to pause the video at any point and rewind if I'm moving too quickly for you. I'm just going to draw the dinosaur, so finish the dinosaur. And I think I'm going to, he looks like he's smiling, so it's going to be a nice friendly dinosaur. And I'm going to give this a go, but I'm not an artist, but I'm just going to give it a go and see how it turns out. And remember, if you draw lightly on the page as well is always a good thing to do rather than press really hard. I always find like a sideways stroke like this can work really well. So if you'd like to follow me through it, then of course you can. If you'd like to go off and do it yourself and then compare it at the end, then of course do that as well. But did you know that dinosaur means terrible lizard? That's where the name comes from. That's a really good fact to be able to tell someone. So I'm going to now see if I can draw. So I'm going to carry on the line down. I'm actually going to go down and in and make him a little bit more. Okay, so I finished drawing my dinosaur here. So I went for a green dinosaur with a sort of yellow belly, but I've also added a little detail from the front cover where Mikey's donut that he's clutching tightly there is actually in this dinosaur's mouth. So I thought, why not? Let's add a little detail there. Of course, you can add in more donuts and other things from the story. Of course, around the outside if you'd like to, or actually put this dinosaur in a location if you would like to as well. But that's draw the dinosaur. Okay, our next activity is a very straightforward one, but what I really like in the story is that actually Mikey soon realises that actually it's his friends that take the donut and are all saying, hey, hello, hi, hello, etc. And we thought this would be a brilliant opportunity for you to say hello in different languages, because it's always polite and always brilliant that if you're ever lucky enough to go abroad anywhere or meet anybody from another country, that you can actually say hello to them. And we've given you 4 different possible nationalities to be able to say this in. So hola in Spanish, bonjour in French, ciao in Italian, and hello in German. So what you can do is colour in these words here to help remind you of how to say hello, and have a practice maybe this week of saying hello to your friends, to your fellow book club members. The different ways saying hello in different languages, just like Mikey's friends that say hello to him in the end, but you're going to say hello in lots of different languages. So that could be a really good thing for you to do. Nice and simple. I don't really need to colour that in to show you. I think you could do that. And one little detail you might want to do is actually colour in the colours of the flags. So here, green, I can start doing that quickly here. And then I can go white, leave that letter, and then I might have the last two letters in red to represent the flag of Italy as well. So that could be a really good thing for you to do, something new for you to learn. Different ways to say hello. There we go. Now we're on to one of the main activities that we've got, and we always love it. Let's go read the stickers. So this one's called Dinosaurs and Donuts. Imagine if dinosaurs were still alive and they were looking for donuts. Where would you hide these delicious treats so they couldn't find them? Have fun using your stickers to hide the donuts from the dinosaurs. So the idea is that you're going to use your stickers and place them around the landscape here and try and hide them from the dinosaurs, and use your imaginations for where would the best hiding places be, okay? And we always like to try and colour code our stickers as well to give you a hint of some good hiding places. So I'm going to go and do this now, and then I'm going to talk you through what I've done. But of course, if you want to go off and do this yourself, then you are more than welcome to. Off you go. Okay, so I've started on Dinosaurs and Donuts here, and I'm just going to share with you some of the things that I was thinking about. So here, we've got two dinosaurs facing a donut and they're racing to get it, I thought. I thought I was being really sneaky and hiding these donuts in the trees from this dinosaur in the air. And then this dinosaur's looking that way, but actually I hid one of the donuts here and in the water as well, and this dinosaur's on its way to gather that one from the water. So actually, yeah, how will you complete your Dinosaurs and Donuts and just have fun with it? And remember, you can always draw on any other details that you would like. Okay, so if there are any other dinosaurs that we don't feature in our sticker packs that you really love, then please draw them on, of course, why not? Or draw a Mikey in the background if he's looking a bit stroppy and a bit unhappy because everyone's taking his donuts, maybe. Or he's looking really happy because he's sharing them all with his friends. That could be the other way of looking at it as well, but that's Dinosaurs and Donuts. Okay, moving on. So we've got Donut Touch Q&A. So we're going to need the storybook for this. Ask your grown-up to test how well you know the book with these questions. This is the perfect way to earn yourself a Let's Go Read sticker. So remember, on the back of our activity packs, you can get reward stickers for completing any of the activities. That could be a great thing to do either at school or at home. But anyway, we're going to have to test our knowledge, all right? And we've got questions here in the dinosaur prints, and then you can either ask a grown-up to write the answer, or you can write the answer yourself if you feel confident. Completely up to you, but you can work through with an adult to do that. If you would like to know the answers in a moment, then of course we will show you in the video. But for now, go off, answer those questions, and if you get a bit stuck, there's nothing wrong with actually trying to find the answers in the book. That's a really good idea. Okay, so have fun doing Donut Touch Q&A. Now on to the answers. So we've got, what colour donut goes missing first? Now we covered this a little bit earlier, so if we have a quick look, that we've got all the donuts there, and then one vanishes, and that was the one above the pink. that one. So I would say it's a brown and orange donut. So brown and orange. So for question answer 1, I'm going to say that's question 1. There is going to be brown and orange. Okay. Now number 2. What coloured donut is Mikey holding on the last page? The last page. Or do we mean the back of the book, or do we mean the actual very last page? I think looks like he's holding the same donut each time, so that is pink. Pink for answer 2. What colour donut is he holding on the last page? Pink. I'm going to join my letters there like that. Pink. Number 3, here. Find a word that begins with V in the book and write it down. Wow. Okay, so we've got to go through the book and try and find one that begins with a V. Can't see one on that page. Can't see one on that page. We've got missing. I think it'll be another word for missing, what we call a synonym. It's a very similar word. Disappeared. Oh, that's very close to missing, isn't it? That's another word for missing. Something that's disappeared. Let's see if we can find that. Vanished. There it is. Vanished. So, I'm going to try and copy that word out. Break it down into the sound. V. A. N. Sh. D. Vanished. Okay, so question number 4. Final one. Add the missing word from this sentence when the third donut goes missing. Whoa, a donut just? When the third donut, so he has all the donuts there, and then one of his donuts go 1 missing, 2 missing, 3 missing, and it goes, whoa, a donut just. Oh, wow. Another word for vanished. Disappeared. Wow, what a long word. But that would be an amazing word for you to try and use at any point. It's a very tricky word to spell. Don't worry if you don't spell it right. Disappeared. There we go. So there are our answers to Donut Touch Q&A. Brown and orange, pink, vanished and disappeared. Whoa. Definitely worth a Let's Go Read sticker on the back of your activity pack if you manage to get some of those right. That's pretty good going, guys. Well done. Okay, that's Donut Touch Q&A. Now we're on to our writing task, and this is something that's really good and fantastic for you to be able to do. You can write these out here and then write them out in Best and then display them as part of your book club, whether you write them around a donut like that. Could work really well. But let's see if we can come up with a fantastic sentence. So we've got here our describing words. That's what this symbol means, okay, adjectives. So the example is, my donut is pink, sugary, and delicious. These are all words to describe the donut. So you can think about one of your donuts, whether you want to use one of your donuts you designed at the front of the book here, okay? So I might go for that one maybe, possibly, or I might even go for that one. But you can use that to try and generate some ideas. So you can write down around the outside, you can sort of mind map some of the words that you can use to describe it, whether you describe this donut or a different donut. So my donut is, let's have a look and see if I can come up with a good sentence. I'll tell you what's also a really good idea is that if you're stuck, use the donuts in the book. We can describe things using the colours or the patterns or what we think they might taste like. go for that now. So I think I'm going to go for my donut is, so capital M, and then the Y drops below. My donut is. I've got to go for scrumptious, I think, because that's just such a good word. And if you want to use that word, it's right up here. Scrumptious. Scrumptious. Comma, we need a comma because we're going to use our next adjective. Okay, scrumptious. I'm going to go for blue, actually. Scrumptious, blue, and tasty. Sounds good to me. Tasty, and full stop at the end of my sentence. So my donut is scrumptious, blue, and tasty. And if you would like to have a go at the next part, that's a bit more tricky, but you have to describe certain things about the donut. So pink frosting, colourful decoration, things like that. So that's a little bit harder if you would like to do it, but that's something you can do. But if you can do an awesome sentence about that and then create your own donuts with your sentences in that you can use for display, then that is certainly well worth, again, another Let's Go Read sticker for some awesome writing. And always send it to us if your teacher allows you to, or whether the adult at home would like to send a picture to us, and please do, because that would be awesome to see that, and we love to see your amazing writing. Okay, that's describe the donut. So now on to the final activity that I'm going to walk you through before showing you some of the extra things that you can do in the activity book as well. This is a game that we came up with called Picture Guess What. So it's very simple. What you need to do is take it in turns with your grown-up or a friend to draw something from the book whilst the other person guesses what it is. So it's a bit, imagine a bit like Pictionary, a little bit like that if you ever played that before, where you have to draw something, the other person has to guess what it is. You can take it in turns to do this, so if someone else, you're working with a friend from your book club, so they can do this as well in their own activity pack, or an adult can also draw the next thing, then you can draw the final thing if you would like to do that. But the idea is that you use something from the book. So I will draw some items, see if you can name them if you want to have a go at playing this kind of with me. But it's a very simple idea, something that we hope that you would really enjoy doing. So if you want to go and play on your own, don't want to obviously see what I've done, then of course pause it or whiz on to the next part. That's not a problem. And please go off and do that. Or if you would like to see what I actually decided to draw to give you some ideas before you go off and do this, then of course you're welcome to do that. So I'm just going to pick some items from the book now, and then we're going to go for it and see how we get on for Picture Guess What. Okay, so I'm going to go and have a look in the book and see what things I can spot that actually would be really good to use. I think I'm going to start with this one here. See how quick it takes you to guess what I'm drawing. See if my drawing skills are up to the task. So I've got that, and then that, and then that. What do you think it is? You think it's a really terrible looking donut, or is it something else that I'm drawing? Okay, there you go. Did you name it? If you did, I did a dinosaur. Dinosaur. Oops. Let's join that letter very well. Dinosaur print. Dinosaur print. That was the first thing that I drew. Now I'm going to pick something else, or I'm going to try and find something else to try and trick you, something a bit trickier. This one's quite hard. I think, do I go for that one? Or should I go for, okay, right, I'm gonna go for this one. This is quite hard to draw. I'm using the book, I've got it in my hands. And see if you can, I have to give you a clue for this one. This is a character from the book, but can you work out which one it is? Can I do this character justice with my drawing? I might even have to use some colours. He's got two nostrils there. He's got kind of a cheek there. I might need to help you a little bit. Maybe actually on his back, you'll see there are some really dark. Can you sort of spikes? Can you spot which one it is? And if not, I'm going to give you another little clue. See if you can guess that one from my drawing. Colouring wasn't so good. Speed drawing a little bit there. What I drew is one of Mikey's friends there saying hi, that red dinosaur there. Okay, final one. What else can I draw from the book? I'm going to have a look. Can I do something else? Okay, right, I'm going to go for this one and see if you can find what this is and where this is found in the book. I've got something round, not a donut, but then I've got something on the plate. Can you find that? And if I had time, I could colour these as well. It's always good for you guys to go and then find the exact page where we can find these. Orangey one there, so I'm going to use both colours. And then it's also got some pink bits there. So could you find what I was drawing there? Hopefully you found that it was the plate at the end that Mikey was holding showing his donut. So I need to write those two down. So it was the red dinosaur. See if I can get my, that's it, that's better. Red dinosaur, and then Mikey's plate. And because it's the plate that belongs to him, I'm going to use a very special symbol up there, a bit of punctuation. Mikey's plate. I did that. Mikey's plate at the end. So there you go, that's my picture. Guess what? You play that with your friends as well and see how you get on using the book and drawing things from it. So hopefully you really enjoyed that. So there you go, that's picture guess what. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through the last couple of activities that you can do. A very simple recipe here, apple ring pancakes. Really cool to be able to do. Make sure you do this with a grown-up. And actually they're really tasty and something slightly unusual for you to try and have. So we were inspired by the donuts, but instead of actually just doing donuts, we thought we'd do apple ring pancakes that take the shape of donuts. Then you've got, of course, the 5-star rating of the book. How many stars would you give the book? Remember to explain why you think you would give it a certain amount of stars and things like that. Something really good to do near the end of your book club if you're at school. So any adults watching, that's good to do. And then Mikey's feelings call. Now Mikey changes throughout the book. He starts feeling a certain way and ends feeling another way. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint. Now, there's something at the start of the book and something at the end of the book. A drawing that you need to look out for. And that really is the perfect thing to draw in there and there, because we want to know, how did he feel at the start, but how did he feel at the end? So have a look closely at the book and see if you can spot what I'm talking about. What gives away how he's feeling at the start, and what gives away how he's feeling at the end, and how are those two different expressions different? So how does he look different in his face? You have a go at that. And of course you've got your key words from the book. So some key ones for you to practice and see if you can read these ones as the adult or grown-up is reading and sharing this book with you. Remember, because you get Let's Go Read stickers for doing that as well, sharing your book here. Then Also, we've got some wow words here, really good words for you to learn and use. Delicious, disappeared, vanished. Vanished and disappeared are very similar words, and we talked about that a little bit before in the book. But delicious, something that's scrumptious. It tastes so good, it's delicious. And of course, our Let's Go Read book questions, the quiz. How many of these questions can you get right? And of course, that would be definitely worth some more reward stickers at the end. And remember to try and fill up all your charts. Can you get all 4 for each section? So for the activity pack, completing those activities, also sharing this wonderful book at home and reading it with your adult or grown up. And then of course reading your school book as well. Very important that you do that, and can you do that at least 4 times to complete your chart? So there you go, that is the activity pack for Donut Touch. We hope that you've really enjoyed it, and thank you once again for watching this. And I hope that you've had fun designing some awesome donuts, but also learning about sharing things, and also drawing dinosaurs, hiding donuts. There's so much in there, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. All right, take care everyone. Until next time, bye.